pitchers duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Diamondbacks just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back. Into the second deck and gone. Kiss that ball goodbye. And that should quiet this home crowd. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Next to hit, Pavin Smith. 0-1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game. Over to Jazz. There's one. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2. So they get 1 run. 2 hits. 1 was a home run. No errors and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And takes low for ball 1. And that one clips the corner. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they tie it up. It's 1-1.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Another batter down, Austin Wells. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one is inside. Swing and a foul out of play.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera out there to center. Drops into the glove. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in, Jason Dominguez. Misses the sweeper.
0-1.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here comes Bellinger. He is struck out and he is walked. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jake McCarthy. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge sizes this one up. 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And a swing and a miss.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's to third, Cabrera. On to first, third out, and that ends the frame. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Anthony Volpe. And ball 1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. A.J. Puck, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ginkel also throwing. The wind of the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Kevin Ginkel.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. On the run, sends it over to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, no outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Volpe flying around third and headed home. The throw's offline, he's saved. and they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 down.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Digging in, Austin Wells. The other way, and a base hit right there. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now the bases loaded, big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Outside,
fastball is outside. Hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead is up to 5.
Back-to-back base hits. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
To short, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On a nailer. They get 2. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 7th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, top of inning number 7. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
1 out, bases empty. Ball 1 there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one lifted to left. Dominguez on the move to the alley. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Naylor in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's in there, and that's strike one. And a strike in there.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Goes down looking. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 6 and the Diamondbacks 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Puck. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. In the air, left field. Gurriel puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody.
Bellinger up to hit. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Bellinger is gone, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs, bases empty. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Inside and it hit him.
That ball got him.
He had 2 strikes on him and he hit him. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's
Volpe
safe.
dives back in safely. Here comes the 0-1. And ball 1 to Judge. Judge waits. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. Back in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Dominguez makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 2. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Carroll, the base runner at first with 1 out. Check swing called strike, and it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Coming home. He'll score.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
That's out to center field. Bellinger snags it for the 2nd out. And the batter now, Jake McCarthy. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. Didn't go. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that is that. D-backs with a run-scoring double. Now a 6-2 ball game. On to the bottom of the eighth, and now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Puck back to work. Puck, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Well struck left field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing, and the bat went flying there.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Outside. Now 1-2. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. And misses inside.
Three and two.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Yeah, that's fouled off. Step off throw to first.
No, he's safe.
And he's back safely. Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. Next pitch is outside. Popped in the air, left field. Gurriel handles the chance. 2 down. Paul Goldschmidt now. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. Hit in the air left field. Gurriel makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, the third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Marte around second. The throw to third. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making an out at third base.
Diamondbacks down to their final out. And now Josh Naylor. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one. The D-backs down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Williams is just 1 strike away. It's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Throw, and it gets away. This is Corbin Carroll. He's already homered here in this one. That clips the corner. Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. That's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.